Well, Joe, a massive point away at AFC Fylde. What are your thoughts immediately following the match?
I think if you ask anybody within the club, people that come and support us, I think if you go Kidderminster, Gateshead, Fylde and don't get beat, I think that's a lot to be said about this group and how far they've come. We've been in every game, had some really positive moments, and let's have it right. These are a top footballing side. Credit to James Rose coming here, and they're going to be a hell of a force in the playoffs. But we've matched them, had a proper go, had our moments as well. I think we've run out superlatives for that group of players. They've been absolutely outstanding for us.
How much are you looking at the other results at the moment? Of course, there's still only 2 games left. There is still the P word possible. Are you points? Yeah. Are you still looking at those, or is it just focus on your own job and see what happens?
I ain't even looked at the other scores, and to be perfectly honest, I'm only speaking for myself. I don't care. It's about us. It's about what we do, and I think we're showing that on our day we can be competitive and we can match anybody. We're also trying to implement certain things in terms of the way we want to play and our style, and to a man they're having a proper go, and at times it looks good, at times it doesn't, but that's where we're learning and we're going to improve. Obviously, you know, we're going to give it a go as long as we're in it. Another easy one on Monday. It's been a hell of a run really, but we're going to go and we're going to give it everything we've got, and if we can get into the last day with there's still something being on the game, then we'll see.
How impressed are you? I mean, we look at the running of us and the teams around. 3 of the top 4 in the space of a few games. We've got Alfreton, as you said, again. It's not an easy running, and yet Kettering is still picking up points.
Yeah, but there isn't an easy game, and you know, I'm sure, as I said in previous weeks, teams have dropped points. I'm sure there's teams that have dropped points again today, but we're competitive, and that's all the gaffer asks: is can we be competitive in every game? Can we go up against opposition and try and impose ourselves? And we've done it, and we're still in with a shout, and who would have said that with 2 games to go?
Back to the game today. There are a couple of injuries and niggles towards the end of the game. Is there anyone that is suffering a little bit too much? Anyone that might be a bit too injured?
All of them after a long bus ride and 90 minutes against an opposition like that. No, I mean, these boys are going to the well and they're working hard and they're putting in a lot of kilometres, and it's always going to take its toll, especially with another Saturday, Monday. We had a bank holiday not too long ago, but you know, when you're playing well and you've got momentum, it's always, you know, a little bit easier to get yourselves fit and go again, and I'm sure come Monday they'll all be fine.
Of course, Monday's a completely different aspect, a different pitch. Of course, we know what the Latimer Park pitch is like. How difficult is it to have a team that almost need 2 styles of play depending on where you're playing, and do you use the pitch to the advantage as best as you can?
A lot has been said about the surfaces, and I think, you know, we're starting to bore people with it. It is a fact. When you come to somewhere like this, where it's an absolute bowling green, straight away as a player, it motivates you, it gives you that little bit more confidence knowing when the ball comes in, it's going to be true. When you play, it's going to be true. We can only control what we can control, and regardless of what opposition, what pitch, we expect that a level of effort, and while they're giving us that, we'll always be in a game.
Big game on Monday. It'd be nice to see a big crowd there as well at Latimer Park.
Yeah, they've been monumental. I mean, even today, that's a long trip down, or trip up, should I say. And they made noise, they have done all season, and I'm sure they'll come out in their numbers on Monday. We thank them for all they've done so far, and we will do everything we can in the last 2 games to make a proper fight of it.
Well, Joe, thank you very much. It's a huge point, and we move on to Monday.
Move on to Monday. Thanks ever so much.